How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTCReaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading, whether price is going up or down. So over on Bitcoin for the daily, we are trying to push forward, but we are jumping ahead a bit. We are going to do futures, and then we are going to do ME Magic Eden, as that has been getting requested, and I've been missing that, so I do apologize. We are rejecting the value area high here on Bitcoin dominance. This is positive for altcoins. Remember, if Bitcoin dominance makes a slip here, then that does give us the potential for altcoins to outperform Bitcoin and give us that altcoin season. Our stochastic does want to push up. That VWAP is attempting to break bullish, so watch that VWAP close. If it makes a rejection here, that would be the ideal move for that altcoin season. Over on ME, so it's very hard to see. We'll have to zoom way in because we have like a big God candle and then like a big crash. So this is a fairly new coin, and I do warn against any new coins because when you get a new coin like this, sometimes they have that initial flash crash and then they never recover to that point. I would warn against that, but we do have some other things that could be going on here, like we could be forming a descending triangle, so I would exercise caution if that's the case. So descending triangle could push us pretty decent down. There's a pretty decent price range there. That would be negative price action, so that pattern's invalidated. If you get a pattern that points to a negative zone, it's not likely to happen, but that pattern is saying there is a chance of us breaking away if we saw that form. Our market cipher B really can't be used on the daily time frame, so we will jump over to the 1 hour. It looks like the 1 hour and the 4 hour are usable, so we will use those in this instance. Over on the 1 hour, we do have the potential for a double bottom here, so that could be positive. You have a drop, a rise, a drop, and a rise. So if we break above this 321, then we could continue up toward that 345 range like our MPP says. However, if we see a rejection in this range, I would watch for some lower price action and watch for that VWAP to reject. If that does happen, then we're likely going to see probably, I'd say that 280, maybe even lower. So 280 was a support level back here. 290, we do have some support back here at that 276. So I would watch those ranges. And then if we zoom out, we really don't have much beyond that. So over on the 4 hour, our VWAP is pushing bullish. We do have a higher low with a higher high. That is a bullish trend, pushing momentum further and giving that money flow a push up. So if those lower time frames can push forward, then this 4 hour could push up and we may start the daily on a positive note. Over on total for the daily, does look like we are trying to make a bounce away from our descending channel. So that is positive, pushing toward that 1 trillion area. But it does look like we may still be in there, so we'll want to evaluate on lower time frames. Over on the 1 day, our RSI is pushing up, stochastic is pushing forward, momentum is gaining strength, and VWAP is gaining strength as well. So overall, I would exercise caution. Over on our watch very close, as that VWAP is pulling back on our 1 hour. That VWAP pulling back on the 1 hour is a little worrisome. Us being at the top of this channel, I would watch very close because our MPP does say we could pull back and we could make a higher low. That would be the ideal scenario here, because if we make a higher low and make a bounce from here, then we can continue forward still. But if we see a pullback and then we break down toward our channel area, we could see a breakdown. Now, if we look at our channel, this shows why confirmation is important. We drew this channel, we said we could see a breakdown around this area. We did pull back, we did try to break down, but we did not get a confirmation. We got a long upper shadow candle that did show we did have potential for bearish momentum, but it was also a green hammer candle coming at the bottom of a trend. That did push us forward and gave us the strength for this run up. So that's why watching for confirmation is important, because remember, you would want to watch for the retest and rejection. If you get the retest and rejection, that's telling you you're going lower. VWAP is pulling back, momentum wants around, we have a double red dot, and RSI is pulling back. So overall, we do look positive, but with that VWAP weakening, we do have a potential to reject this area. Over on Bitcoin futures for the daily, we really don't have too much going on here. we do have a long upper shadow candle, so much like total, that could push us forward as it does not act as a hammer candle. Tomorrow's candle is indecisive, RSI is flat, VWAP is pushing up, momentum is losing strength, and money flow is pulling back. Over on the 1 hour, we do have higher highs and higher lows, so we are still continuing. We do have this rising channel, so I would watch. This could be where we would break down, and if we do break here, that's where we could still see that 89K. However, if we get strong green candles, then our MPP does say we do have a chance to push to 95K. That would be a lower high though, so if we do make a lower high there, I would still watch for a rejection from that range. VWAP does want to push up, momentum does want to gain strength, stochastic is pushing up, RSI is gaining strength. So overall, we do look positive for that potential for a bounce. Again, watch for confirmation. If we get that bounce, we could continue higher, but watch for a lower high because that could bring us down in the longer term. Over on the daily for Bitcoin, very similar. We did push up. We did break that support resistance, that 94K range. RSI is pushing up. Stochastic's pushing forward. VWAP does want to push up. Momentum is gaining strength with a green dot. Money flow is pushing up. Overall, that does look positive. Over on the 1 hour, we do have higher highs with higher lows, but now we have lower highs with these higher highs or higher lows. So we have a bit of a triangle forming here. Watch that triangle. Remember, a symmetrical triangle could push you down after coming from a downtrend back here. That stochastic does want to pull back. Momentum is running. That VWAP is slipping, so watch that VWAP. If it breaks down and gets lower lows with these lower highs and holds in that bearish territory below our neutral, then momentum will break away, money flow will follow, and we will see a rejection still. Over on graph for the daily, we are making a pretty decent bounce forward, so this could be positive. Stochastic does want to push up. RSI is pushing forward. Don't know why our order canceled, but money flow is pushing up. VWAP is gaining strength, and momentum does want to push forward as well. So again, all these mystery cancellations are in our orders when we extend them out. Another reason why we're not using this for our main balance, because this is a wonky program. So over on graph for the 1 hour, we did get that confirmation of a rejection almost. So we got a red candle that pushed us down, broke with another red candle, retested, and then we got a strong green candle. You may have just jumped in on this red candle. That would not have been the best move because you would have wanted to watch for the green candle and then a red candle after that green candle to tell you you would get that rejection. Otherwise, you risk seeing a tear up. Momentum does want to round up. We do have a double red dot. Stochastic is pulling back. RSI is dropping. VWAP is pulling back. Watch that VWAP. If it continues to pull back here, momentum will round away and money flow will stay red, weakening those higher time frames and retracing our gains. So over on Anchor for the daily, we are breaking that resistance area, but again, watch the rest of the market. We do have the chance to push forward, but that could be a lower high. Stochastic does want to push up. RSI is pushing forward. VWAP does want to gain strength. Momentum is trying to push up, and then money flow is green. But overall, if that VWAP rejects on lower time frames, we will start to break away. Over on the 1 hour, we could have a double bottom here as well, so that could be positive. That could try to break that 37.67, but our MPP is projecting we do get a higher low. That higher low would be positive. That could continue to push us up, but it would reject that double top and then or double bottom and then push us down potentially. Stochastic does want to round. Momentum is starting to round away with a double red dot. VWAP is starting to weaken, so watch that VWAP. It needs to break into a bullish trend if we're going to push forward. If it starts to slip into a bearish trend and favors below that neutral, we will start to lose our gains. Over on XRP for the daily, we did just tear right through our pattern, so we did run up very quick. We did warn that could happen here, so I would watch. This could be a retrace if the rest of the market were to pull back. VWAP does want to push up. Momentum is gaining strength. Money flow is pushing up, and our side does want to gain strength. But if you bought at that $2, you'd be up at about 30% right now. So that would be a pretty decent gain in the last couple days just from DCA in. Our momentum does want to round away. Stochastic is starting to push down here on the 1 hour. VWAP is breaking down. RSI is starting to weaken. So overall, exercise caution. We did run up very quick. Remember, when you shoot for the moon, usually you come crashing back down. So I would watch for a push down with that VWAP favoring bearish. If that VWAP does not reverse, we're going to continue lower. Our MPP does say we could push down, and then if we get that push down and follow it with lower lows and lower highs, then we will retrace all these gains and potentially break that $2 range. Finally, over on Algo for the daily, we did see a quick tear up to that 37, so that was positive. that is counter to this triangle, so we will delete the triangle as now it has been invalidated. That's not to say we can't get any more downside, but we could still make a lower high, reject this resistance, and then continue lower. Stochastic does want to push up, VWAP is pushing forward, momentum is gaining strength with a green dot, and that money flow does want to push up. So overall, we do look positive on the daily. We need that to maintain on these lower time frames though. Over on the 1 hour, we have higher highs and higher lows that do not connect, so that gives us a bullish continuation. A bullish continuation could help push us forward if we continue getting higher highs and higher lows that do not connect. Watch that VWAP though, as it did break bearish, and if it holds bearish here, momentum will break down, money flow will go from green to red, and we will reject after just creating a bullish trend. It's important to see that VWAP break back into the bullish territory, make a short stint in the bearish territory, keeping that money flow green. If that happens, then we can push forward. If it doesn't, then we're going to continue lower. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night. Hit the like and subscribe and join us in the Discord. It's